This week, mate, we are going to talk about doubting yourself.
Yeah, nice.
Having doubts. Doubting, is that what I said? Yep. Dealing with doubts. There you go, the double D. We love double D. Dealing with doubts.
Yeah.
I think it's common as grass.
And it's just helping us on our journey. At the same time, we're helping the people that listen.
And that's just the best thing. The feeling when we hear about listeners that have done well through listening to podcasts.
We are finding success. We're here to break down wealth for your life and help you find your version of success. Welcome back to another episode, guys, with me, Adam.
And me, Alex.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Yeah, good. How's your week been?
Good week. Good week. Busy. But you know we like busy.
We do like busy.
Yeah, it's been a very good week. Very successful week for me. What about yourself?
Been all right, mate. Been all right. It's been good fun. It's been a good fun week. I'm looking forward to having a meeting with you about something quite cool in the pipeline. I have to wait and see, guys. This week,
mate, we are going to talk about doubting yourself.
Yeah, nice.
Having doubts. Doubting, is that what I said? Yep. Dealing with doubts. There you go, the double D. We love double D. Dealing with doubts.
Yeah.
I think it's common as grass.
So,
or have doubts about yourself.
Don't quote me on this.
Okay.
But I think there's almost a link to doubting yourself and spending more money. And here's why. I think it's like almost like a habit that we spoke about last week, but to make yourself feel better, people go and spend more money. They
Agreed.
eat more food.
Guilty. Used to be.
If you doubt the way you look, you buy more expensive clothes, a price tag to make you feel better, because people think if you're wearing a Versace top that's £1,500 from Bicester Village, then you're instantly going to look cooler than someone that spent £15 on a Pingu top from ASOS. Do you know what I mean? Like, if you doubt yourself and you see someone else walking down the street and he or her are covered by men or women that are taking pictures like Kim Kardashian or, Kanye West that have got the Yeezys, or they've got this is the brand that I'm wearing, the Balenciaga shoes that look like dinosaur stomping things, like they're just horrible. But that stops you from doubting yourself, because, hang on a minute, you can't judge my shoes. I'm not doubting myself because they're wearing them. So I know I'm cool. I'm not doubting myself.
It's almost put on a mask, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a full body
in
mask.
one way. I think doubt's on multiple shoes.
It's got some levels.
It has.
Some layers.
Doubt can be about relationships. Doubt can be about anything in life. The job that you do.
Yep.
Anything.
Down yourself. Yeah, in your job. Yeah, no, spot on. And it's going to be quite... That's solid. Yeah, it's a juicy topic. It's tough. I want to go into how it can really affect your confidence.
Yeah.
I'm going to go into the workplace. In fact, no, I'm going to talk about this podcast.
Okay. Yeah, good shout.
Because to begin with, I had doubts, didn't I?
Yeah.
I
was doubt.
Yeah.
The guys, how long it took me to persuade Alex, how many points I had to reel off of how many people's lives it could improve. And the reason that we do this is because we're out to improve people's lives, not 100%. To make us famous or not make us rich, but we're out here to improve people's lives, not to make any change to ours at all. Definitely. Yes, it does. It makes a massive change to ours because we're on here week in, week out. This is a habit that we have formed. This consistency that we're sort of growing in our minds, and it's just helping us on our journey. At the same time, we're helping the people that listen. And
that's just the best thing. The feeling when we hear about listeners that have done well through listening to podcasts. The feeling it gets, and it's incredible.
We had an email recently from an unknown subject that we won't talk about, but he knows who he is. And basically, I'd never met him before. I met him recently, and he was saying, I've been in a lot of debt. Things just weren't going my way. I got into a relationship. She didn't really know how to handle her finances. We were getting credit card after credit card, and she was self-employed. And basically, they were up to their eyeballs, and they had two choices. And they found the podcast. And they, as we always say, not so much recently, but we will say, go back to someone and just reel through, because it's almost like it's a journey with us, and it's a journey with you as well. We almost do a step-by-step thing. Go back to someone. So he went back to someone. He listened through every single podcast. This is now 61, episode 61 now. Okay, mental, all right? And this guy was, I think, 15, 20 grand's worth of debt. He didn't have a hope in the future. He didn't know what he was going to do. And he suddenly just started to listen to every single episode, go through your statements. So he'd done that. And then he said, right, cut out, stop the bleeding. So he stopped the bleeding. Then we spoke about making yourself feel better, talking about your mindset. Then he felt bad about his mindset, felt bad about himself. Then we started to put in perspective about saving and how to save and paying off debt and so on and so forth. And this guy recently told me that he went from 15, 20 grand, I can't remember what the number was, down to, I think he's now down to 1,500 quid in debt in a very, very short space of time. Now, for people who don't know, to get out of debt for like 20 grand out of debt in credit cards, remember, they're charging you to borrow that money. So he's paying more and more and more, and he's not taking any more money. He's getting charged more and more money for not taking any more money. So his pot is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. For him to reduce that down to he's paid off 18 grand.
That's insane.
In under a year.
How huge that is.
Remember
really?
This podcast released.
Oh yeah, of course.
July.
Yeah.
Last year.
Of course.
So it's under a year
Incredible.
that he'd done that because he was just wasting money. Bless you.
Thank you. Sorry about that. Yeah,
just
that's
wasting money.
Incredible. And that's the main reason we're doing it, to do those sorts of things.
That is, yeah, exactly.
And to the amount of doubts I had about doing this to begin with, how nervous. Even if you go back now and listen to the first 10 episodes, I did not like speaking on the mic. I was not confident. I was not comfortable in doing it. Because it wasn't normal for me.
Yeah.
I don't normally speak out in public I just don't speak like this normally. Or I didn't beforehand. And yeah, it just took just consistency. Some results as well that helped me see through the doubt.
Yeah.
And once you're through it, it's you're free. The freedom being through it.
I'm going to put this in your head, and I just want to answer the question now. All right. So, take Butson post podcast, post journey. Okay. So the Angry Butson that it was pre. Sorry. To post. Okay. Obviously, as you said, you had a persona. You had a. I don't know what you call it. Your emotion. The way you acted. Okay.
Yeah.
Pre journey was completely different to what you are post journey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What feels better?
Well, now post during. What do you call it? Not pre, during. Yeah, present.
Present journey.
Absolutely.
But here's a question. This is how scary it gets. Now imagine yourself back to what it previously was, and just think about the stupid stuff that you used to do, and just now you look at a 5,000 foot view. And you look down at that person, and you go, "Why did he buy all those shoes? Why did he waste all that money? Why was he not working out? Why was he eating all that bad food?
Why was he so angry? Why was he upsetting people around him, like affecting relationships around him
for no reason? Just
it's bad. It's bad.
And it's the same
bad.
now. Like this habit, this podcast habit. If we never done that, this podcast, if I never forced you to get onto this podcast, that one person out of many, many people that we now have listening has now changed his life completely. Wouldn't have happened.
Wouldn't have happened. You can make me cry, Dodds. Stop it.
I'm telling you.
Stop it.
But it's cool though, isn't it?
It's awesome.
But that you having someone to sort of break that doubt, it'll be okay. We can get through this. It's not hard. Everyone else has managed to do it. I'm sure we can too. That relief, I think, went a long way in your...
Without a doubt. You do need someone to help. Sometimes there are doubts you have in yourself that you might not necessarily be able to bust. Like, exactly like you just said. I probably wouldn't have been able to bust it without you pushing. So sometimes you need to look to external sources to help you get through.
A podcast or a different crowd of friends.
Spot on. Oh yeah, big difference is a different crowd of friends. Big difference.
So, what made you get over that doubt? That was just different crowd of friends and someone pushing you.
Different crowd, yeah. Awareness of the doubt. Awareness of who I was around, the people I was surrounding myself with. And then I would say taking action, just doing it, building a habit, building the discipline, and just as soon as you start seeing a few results, you start to believe in yourself again.
Yeah.
And that, same as that debt the way of paying down debt. A good technique is snowballing. It's the same with positivity. You can snowball yourself full of positivity and confidence and so on and so forth. And I think that just started happening.
Yeah, it becomes a lot
Just
easier.
grew and grew and grew to the point where, the doubt isn't even in the back of your mind. It's just gone.
Would you say you're doubt free?
Well, no.
No, okay.
Not in life. Not totally. But my doubts aren't the same. They don't have the same power over me as they used to.
So they're at a lesser point of where your
they don't control me.
Decisions are.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I guess you could say stand above them.
Yeah.
See through them, and know that I can work on them to get rid of them. I know how to get rid of them if they ever arise and so on and so forth.
Yeah. Okay. It's scary, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And this is like the girl in the analogy club, the
Sounds
girl
like a fun
in the
club.
club, like the fit girl in the club that no one wants to go and speak to, or the fit boy in the club that's people are nervous about going to speak to. If you walk down the street, you see all forms of relationships. People that you think, they're way out of their league, or he's way out of her league. But the reason that they're together is probably that person didn't doubt themselves. They just went up and asked for the conversation or started the conversation. It just happened. They weren't the person that you think necessarily is. He'll never get her. It's probably the person that doesn't doubt himself as much as what you did.
Oh yeah.
That night that you said, she's way out of my league.
Confidence is a life hack.
Yeah.
If you're doubting yourself at every turn, every little obstacle in your life, like, I don't know if this is healthy for me to eat, or I don't know if I should be pushing this hard in the gym, or I'm doubting myself for me savings.
I can't lift this heavy; it's too heavy for me.
Yeah. So you start
trying, not even trying. Just
I don't think I'm sexy enough for that woman over there. You might be a thing. Mate.
Yeah.
You just don't know. So, confidence is such a life hack. I've come across a bloke who is so confident it's ridiculous. To the point where even if you tell him, hang on, mate, that's not quite right, what you're doing. He's like, no, his confidence is almost way too much, and it's a fault.
Yeah, okay.
But
does it become ego? Do you think?
Whoa.
Does confidence become ego if you push it too far?
I think it can do, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Without a doubt. It can really affect your ego, can't
Yeah.
it? And maybe this is what he's suffering from. But
Can't tell him that.
well, no, you could tell him, but he's just like, he'd laugh it off and he wouldn't think anything. It'd never bug him again. And that's the bit that's powerful about it, is that he's just above hatred. He doesn't even feel it. It bounces off him. He knows he's better than that. He knows he's not an idiot. He's just floats on a cloud above everyone. Not in a looking down your nose. He's a genuine lad, good lad.
Yeah.
But no matter what, he's just confident in what he's doing. And 90% of the time, that's the coolest thing to see, because he's just the ability to do stuff is just wicked, and the confidence just to do it was just impressive.
Yeah.
So that's why you need to get rid of doubt, because that confidence it just gives you an extra, it's another step forward in life. It's a foot on the ladder. It's a serious bonus. It's worth.
It's just
worth
that
having.
little extra step to being mentally free.
Yeah, spot
That's
on.
what it is.
Spot on.
Just that, because again, and we keep really reiterating it, that the mind is so complicated that this current day and age, there is no person on earth that understands the mind completely. Not one person. There's still doing tests on minds left, right, and centre. So, in this day and age, we know a lot of stuff, but we still don't know about the mind. So there's always little hacks, little tips that we need to implement: the habit, the doubt, the confidence, just to make that mind more controllable. For instance, meditating. Just settling that mind in complete calmness for 5-10 minutes a day. That's all it needs for you to be a completely different person.
Definitely.
Can be one thing to get rid of doubt, to get rid of cowardness. It just changes your persona.
It's powerful, isn't it?
It is
It's really
powerful.
powerful. People don't realise. I just want to go back to... sorry. I just want to go back to doubting the podcast.
Yeah.
You're on your journeys, we're on our journeys. People doubting their journey more, not the podcast.
Yeah,
People doubting
sure.
their journeys, right? It can be really hard when you're working and seeing zero progress. You're grafting daily. You've got your discipline. You're doing your habits. You're making your bed first thing in the morning. You're waking up from the alarm clock. You're going to bed, turning your phone off an hour before bed. You're just absolutely nailing the daily routine, right? And you've done it for a year, done it for 2 years, and you're just not seeing huge gains like what you'd expect,
Yeah.
right? I want to really drill home that that's okay.
Yeah.
How long... You've heard about the Chinese bamboo, haven't you?
Yeah.
It's like 5 years.
Yeah,
Doesn't show anything on the surface until, boom, 90 days, that's
Bang.
10 foot high, 12 foot high. The power of... It's just, like we were talking about, was it last week? The compounding of habits.
Yeah.
Just keep on going. Just keep chipping away at it. And then one day, the world will know you and call you an overnight success.
Yeah.
And you'll know deep down it's not.
Yeah.
And the only thing... Because they won't believe you've just done 5 years of graft of nailing every little aspect of your life. But... You'll know inside that's what I did. And when everyone goes, oh, how did you get to your success? You'll go, well, I just had the right people around me. You won't tell them the true story of the hard daily graft.
Yeah.
The getting, and yeah, you just won't tell that story. So no matter where you are in your journey, no matter how early you are at saving or building your business, trying to take control of your mindset, do not doubt yourself. Trust the process. It's the best thing you can do, personally.
Yeah, definitely. Find, like I said, research, find someone that's done it before. And if they have done it, ask them how long it takes. If it takes 10, 15 years, it takes 10, 15 years. If you want to be that place, that person, that point, that wealthiness, it takes 10, 15 years. For instance, trading, for instance, investing.
Yeah.
It's been a 2-year-long journey, and it's not going to stop, and it's going to take probably another 2 years before I see any results at all.
Yeah.
Fine. Trust the process. Investing, is that?
Exactly. Look at Jeff Bezos, probably not the best example, but he was just selling books at the beginning. He asked his parents for a load of money to start his business.
Yeah.
He just never doubted himself. He just kept on chipping away. And obviously there was so much more that comes into that story, but essentially, he did what he loved, didn't doubt himself, went for it.
Yeah.
And eventually that bamboo stick went shooting up. Just putting it out there.
More to add.
Yeah. No, I'm good. No.
Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, links will be down below. Don't forget, rate, subscribe, share, get this podcast out. We're here to help everyone. You know, we doubted ourselves at the start, and now look at this boss. Take care, guys. Have a good one. See you later.
Success is available for everybody, so why should you settle for less?